Really led today to get on here and share something with some of you ladies. And that is, Romans 12, verse 2 talks of not to be conformed to the world and to be transformed by renewing your mind. Um, you know, with renewing our mind, the issue that remains if you do not renovate. So I've learned renewing the mind is like a home renovation. Actually, I can say that's what God's done in my life over the last 7 months. There was a traumatic event, and that event led to um, a regrouping and starting over, and God stripping me from everything that I was familiar to. And I had to start over. And this wasn't in the midst of doing something sinful or whatever. It was after I had come back to Him, for months and repented, and things were different, and things were looking better in my life. But I tell you, when God really has something for you to do, He'll take you down a road to help totally set you free from things that continue to take over your life and cause you to have unsuccessful relationships with people, or be continually to get into a new relationship with the same man. You understand? When I say continuing to get in a new relationship with the same man, but let me tell you this, not the exact same man, but a man with a different face and body, but with the same spirit. You'll continue to choose friends and confidants. And that's when you're dealing with a thing, you're dealing with your mind, and you're going to have to renovate your mind so that you can stop being, tricked by Satan into getting into relationships, friendships, business, um, partnerships, even with family, dealing with certain family members and relatives that you can't continue to subject yourself to. So I want to tell you this Romans, I have studied that Romans too. Many years ago, back 10 years ago, I had a podcast called Renewing Your Mind Weekly. And on the episodes of Renewing Your Mind Weekly, it was on Blog Talk Radio back then. And I just focused and I said, it came from Romans 2, Romans 12 2. And you know, that scripture is more prevalent, more profound to me than ever over the last couple of months, and especially over the last few days. I have really broke it down. We hear people and we read the word, and it says, um, don't be conformed. Well, some people, what is conform? Transform mean to turn from something. Conform mean you are going to it. And so I want to share something. So when you're conformed to something, conform means to comply. It said conform means to comply with rules, standards, and laws. That's why the scripture says be transformed, not be conformed to the world's way of doing things. So that's the world's standards, rules, and laws. The ways social media say we're supposed to do everything. The way, we're living in 2024 heading into 2025. We conform doing things the way the world wants us to do it. And we have to learn that we don't have to do that, that we can be transformed. And I was like, okay, God, tell me what you're saying to me. So transform, to change in form, appearance, or structure, to change in condition, nature, and character. You can quote scripture all day long. I can quote scripture all day long. But until we learn how to actually make the scripture come alive in a definition of those words in your life, renew your mind. God told me He wants renew to be renovation. Renovate your mind. If your mind has been, your thoughts and the way you understand things and the way that you accept things, the way that you speak about things, your thought pattern, your values. Because that's what we say, be not. I listened to a message one time, and they were talking about the values, and your values shouldn't be the same as the values of the world. So we have to decide to change our value system, not based on what nobody else is saying and doing, but based on the word and knowing that word for yourself. So, ladies, I want to tell you, in order for you to move forward in life and really see change in your character, see change in your nature, and change in your decision making, you're going to have to do a renovation on your mind, which renovating your mind first starts with renovating your heart. Renew, Psalms 51, it says that God created in me a clean heart and renew his right spirit in me. He cannot renew his spirit in us until he created in us a clean heart. So allow God to clean your hearts, please. Even if you think it's clean, when them thoughts, and I'm not talking about sexual, because everybody don't want to think everything's sexual. No, some things is just thinking when you have been hurt and you dealt with the root of rejection and the seed of rejection and the seed of abuse and hurt and those different things in your life. Guess what? They will cause you those the root of rejection. Rejection will have you around here if you don't get rid of it, renew your mind and renovate that mind and your heart and your life. You'll be around here thinking everybody is always out to hurt you. And any little thing that triggered you, you'll be ready to run. So I know God has really, really, really called me out to help women renovate their lives, renovating their mind, creating a clean heart, letting him create a clean heart in you and renewing his right spirit in you with truth. John 8:32 says, then you will know the truth and you will be set free. I desire to see every woman break free from the bondage that they're stuck in and move forward and stay free. I don't want myself, I don't want you to continue to go around in these cycles and these circles. We have to move forward. We have to get free and stay free. And the first way that you're going to be able to finally get free is in your heart and your mind. And once you get free in your heart and your mind, you will be able to make better decisions and you will be able to move forward and stay free and not find yourself back in a relationship that's not healthy for you. Not find yourself always thinking crazy and pushing away good people that God has placed in your life because of what somebody else done, because of somebody else rejected you. So allow God. Study Romans 12, 1 and 2. Because, one, it says about being a living sacrifice, keeping ourselves. And I know in this day and age, nobody don't want to hear that because everybody want what they want in this time. And then you get what you want and it wasn't your season and it wasn't what God had for you. Then you're dealing with trauma and you're back in a cycle again. I love you all with the love of the Lord. All my sisters out there, remember, you got to get free by renovating your mind, creating a clean heart, and renewing the Lord's spirit within you. Allow him to do that for you, and you'll stay free. I love you. Take care.